getting stuck behind the chains. And that's kind of hard to do versus good defense. So I think that's kind of the focus going into next week, kind of cleaning those things up.
What do you think of just that opening drive? It seemed like the process was kind of working pretty well for you guys to get down to the one, and Foamy was able to kind of finish it off. Just what you kind of think of getting off that hot start?
Yeah, I think we, like I said, wanted to start off clean and efficient, and I think we accomplished that in the first drive, putting points up on the board, and so we're just trying to replicate that every time we go out there. So
the interception, it looked like it was a little bit behind.
Yeah.
And it got tipped. Just kind of what were you seeing there, and what were your thoughts after the play on that one?
Yeah, me and Jamari had talked about it afterwards. I seen the coverage a lot sooner than he's seen the coverage. Obviously, he's running the route. I would have liked him to take the middle a little bit sooner and give me eyes, but without practice reps and things like that, it's kind of hard to get on that same time. And but I got to put it in front of him regardless, and give him a chance at the play, and then putting behind him tips and overthrows. All right, 4.
How about that fourth down pass to him, though? Talk about that one. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. I told him pre-snap kind of to speed it up. Their backer was going to push over to the boundary and to kind of expect a collision. And if he wasn't going to be there, then I had to reset to my other reads. But he did a good job releasing off the line and just give him a body ball for him to work with. So,
how do you feel these two games kind of went for you from a standpoint, just like the rest that you take in? And obviously, you didn't get to do as much during the joint practices, but between the Packers game and this game, just how do you kind of feel like where you're at, especially coming off the injury leading up to the season?
Yeah, I'm still in the hunt, still fighting for more reps and more opportunities. Again, trying to take advantage of the ones I had today. I felt like I could have had some of those back and want some of those back. So, just trying to go back, watch the tape, get ready for Monday's practice and Monday's training camp. So, yeah, I think that's kind of where my mind's at right now.
The scramble drill worked out pretty good.
Yeah. For the most part today, I'd say. But
You knew what to do.
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
You played with the fourth down pass.
Uh-huh.
You think that was your best play? Fourth down, poise.
Yeah, I was more so proud of Thrash, understanding the situation, the down and distance, working to do that at the line and crossing face to be able to get inside of him. But yeah, I was more so happy with how Thrash ran his route on there.
When you have an interception like that where it goes off of the receiver's hands, I just was asking having this like half quarterback, half receiver, or how does that work?
No, it was definitely a bad ball. I tried to anticipate it and throw it in front of him, but couldn't see his break with how early I threw it. Was more so guessing on the throw than anything. And so next time I'll be able to take a little bit more time now knowing he's going to give a little bit at the top. And be able to put a ball in front of him for him to work with. Because, I put him in a tough spot there. So
last year at this time, you were kind of surprising everyone who was seeing you for the first time. Do you feel how much better a quarterback you are this time around?
Yeah, I'm just out there trying to operate, execute at a high level. Like I said, play clean, efficient football. And really utilize the guys around me. We have a lot of talent around me. And trying not to do it all by myself. So.
Do you feel like that's been a distinction for you, like that play with the pass interference ended up being a touchdown? You rolled out of the pocket and found it late downfield. You feel like you found a distinction between whether or not to make that big play and whether to take the check down? Now,
yeah, I think that really came from Joe last year, and him being in the room and being able to watch him and seeing him every Sunday make his decisions, and how successful that was leading up to us going into the playoffs. And so I think that's just kind of where my mental process was at. Like I said, using the guys around me, understanding situations, and when we're kind of at a disadvantage with how long in terms of down and distances at sometimes today, and just being able to try and keep us back on schedule and things like that. So I'd say I would credit that to Joe.
How hard was it in terms of the quarterback competition that you're in, just in terms of kind of having a good showing or gaining some ground?
Yeah, I'm out here trying to win the game. I'm not out here trying to win a job. Like I said, I want some throws back today that I'll be able to see on tape on Monday with Coach. I'm going to expect an earful from him. Other than that, though, I'm out here trying to win the game and not really worried about a job right now.
How hard is it to see the tackles keep getting in front of you?
Yeah, it's tough. You don't want to see any of your teammates get hurt, but let alone the guys that are helping block for me and keeping me upright. So, yeah, it's tough losing a lot of guys on the offensive line right now, and also our receiver. We only had, like, I think 5 guys up today running routes, so that's tough on them and their cardio. So, like I said, it's just hard.
Did you have a single rep this week? One or two?
I don't think so now.
Talked last week a lot about just the relationship you have with Jamari since he's gotten here. And I think we saw that again kind of today with you guys trying to hook up and
Yep.
making some plays. Just how much are you guys talking to each other in between plays, both I guess out on the practice area and in a game setting like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably where we're going to end up growing the most. Me and the rest of the rookie receivers. Is really just being able to have that communication, looking at the older guys, seeing what they did in practice, and then being able to translate to the game with us, because we're not getting the physical reps. Being able to talk it out, like I said, pre-snap, we had a couple good examples to where we were able to hook up on some certain coverages and certain routes, just because of the communication we had pre-snap or prior to the game or whatever it was. So,
Thanks, Nick.
yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate you, man.
Of course.
Thank you.